Hi, everyone. Drew Roberts here with Milwaukee Real Producers. Today we have the opportunity to get to know one of our partners, Cobblestone Builders, just a little bit better. We're here with Dirk and Stevie today, so very excited to talk with them. So thanks both of you for taking some time this afternoon and giving us an opportunity to learn about you and your business a little bit more.
No problem.
Very cool. Well, I'd love to jump in a little bit. We'll definitely get to the business side of things, eventually, but I'd love for you guys to just give us a little bit of background on both of you and, maybe how you guys got into the business and just a little background on yourselves.
You want to start, Dirk?
Sure. So that's a great question, Drew. How do we get into these things that we fall in love with, right?
Yes.
So this was a family business. And Stevie and I were both working for my father. And through transition, about 2005, we purchased the company and have been running it. Stevie and I have been running it ever since. So my father started it out building at that time, which was a fairly unusual side-by-side ranch condominiums and was enormously successful. We've built a number of different subdivisions, condominium and single-family homes. And again, way back when, about 1990, there weren't a lot of ranch condominiums out there. So it went well. They were very customizable. And he laid his hat down on the fact that we were to build higher caliber homes. So that's always what we've based our business on, being that builder that you knew that when you came there, you were getting a higher caliber build, and every detail was being met. So that's kind of how I started in the business, and I'll turn it over to Stevie.
Well, and too, Dirk, you're always hands-on. You're very, you can do anything. He will do the dishes as well. He'll vacuum, but he's also very
Can we delete that, Drew? I don't know if I...
He's very mechanical and works things through. So with his hands-on, knowing a lot of different things, and I grew up learning a lot from my dad. My dad was an electrician, and I've always been hands-on also. I was kind of the tomboy. I don't know if that's where my name Stevie came from. I have no clue. But I've always been able to figure things out myself, and Dirk's dad at the time needed somebody to help him, not somebody in the office, but to expedite. So that's how I started my career at Cobblestone Builders. I started 28 years ago expediting out in the field, talking to customers and working with our subcontractors, doing all the scheduling. And that's my main focus here at Cobblestone Builders today, is doing a lot of the scheduling and interacting with not only the homeowners, but also the contractors as well. So, and also that, cool. I ride Harley Davidson motorcycles. I ride my own. I do a lot of sewing. I do a lot of crafting. So I'm, like I said, Dirk and I make a good team for a husband-wife builder. And we treat our homeowners as though they're our friends, and all of our homes that we build, we figure that that's how we would want our house built, so why not do it for other people?
Yeah, it's a very personalized process, building a house. So we take it with immense, can't think of the word, gratification, if I may say, that somebody actually comes to us and wants us to build for them. But that's not a light responsibility either. So again, higher caliber, energy efficiency, all the buzzwords that I could throw at you are what we're trying to put into our house.
And another thing I want to bring up too, for us being a husband-wife team, over the years I have found there's a lot of widowed women out there, and a lot of single women that have gotten divorced, and they take their car to a car dealer or a shop, and they're always getting sideswiped and taken for their money, and it gives them a comfort feeling knowing that there's a woman in this industry that they can trust a little bit more, that they have a one-on-one feeling with having a female builder.
Definitely. And I think one of the things too, I mean, obviously when we first talked about you guys coming on board as a preferred partner, and things like that. Tell me a little bit more, and tell everybody listening a little bit more about some of those things that do separate you guys from other builders. Obviously, you hit on a few there, but tell us a little bit more about your kind of where you specialize in from a building standpoint, and what agents could have to offer to their clients, or just people looking to build their next home.
Sure. Well, number one, we don't take shortcuts. So there's always a concern about what we're doing. So Stevie and I are not only managing this company, but also going out and expediting and making sure that all the details, and there's a lot of details that go into the house, are being adhered to. If there's questions, I think our contractors, and we prefer to call them our team associates, like the fact that we're on job site nearly every day. Just our mornings evolve from going out and talking with them, making sure everything is going right. And so why are we doing that? Because of our concern for our customer. People take a immense amount of trust and place it into you, and they're probably spending the most money they've ever spent.
Yeah.
So how do they know that that everything's going to go right? Well, they don't really, but we try and prove that to every one of them. The other thing we do is we're very transparent with everything that we do. We're more of a custom home builder, which means that every one of our jobs is different. So it's built to fit somebody's lifestyle. Along with that, and the transparency end of it, is that when you're building a custom home, one does not know exactly where the price is going to evolve. It can be slightly less, slightly more. I have a general range of dollars that I will quote to somebody if they're building a ranch or building a two-story and having a discussion with them. But we lay out everything that we are going to use material-wise and dollars. And then at the bottom of a very detailed Excel sheet, show them our profit line. So it's all laid out there for people to look at, and then of course build that trust value that can potentially be lost if you're just saying, well, okay, that house is going to cost you this, or that upgrade is this. We're going to prove to them this is the price. Yes, we are marking it up, but here is the markup.
And a lot of our customers too, Drew, they come to us because they like that the principal of the company is out there taking care of things, expediting. And they have a lot more trust in us because they're just not another job name or a job number. They're actually people that we focus in on, and a lot of them have become our friends, and we'll email each other, FaceTime with each other, Facebook with each other. So that makes a big difference to us as well.
I think along with that, Drew, before we may get into something else, to tell how large of a company are we? I mean, it's truly Stevie and I, okay? We're running and managing this company. So we will only undertake between 6, 8, 10 homes in a year. And we do that to, again, maintain the high caliber of homes that we want to build. They're spray foam, they're energy efficient, great HERS ratings, which is a industry rating for energy efficiency, and custom cabinets, and just again a real care and concern for what you're doing.
Sure. Yeah, and I think too, I mean, that like what you guys are talking about is, I can definitely say that from obviously the interactions that we've had and just hearing from other agents and things you guys have worked with in the past, is the passion that you guys have for what you do and the care that you guys put into everything you do. I think is a huge separator, because especially too, if you guys are building homes for a client, or if there's an agent that is referring somebody to you guys that, their client's looking to build a home or things of that nature, people know that they come to you guys, they feel comfortable. And I think that's a big thing too. You guys are just very down to earth, and like you said, they're very just transparent in what you guys are doing. And people are making a huge purchase. This is the biggest purchase for 90% of the people out there. So to know that they can go to somebody like you guys and be able to trust and feel comfortable in their decision. I think that's a huge factor compared to maybe even the larger companies out there that are doing more homes, but maybe not as good a quality. So
well, I think people like the fact too that we're small. They deal with us one-on-one. You know, if they call, we're answering the phone. Much to Stevie's disappointment that I'm answering the phone late, but I just believe in the fact that
Dirk, I get in trouble for that too, so don't worry about it.
He's in a pod there, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Very much
So keeping it small and just keeping a good handle on what we're doing is what we're doing, attempting, you know, to get done for our customers.
Yeah, and if you grow too big, you lose the handle on what you're doing in that customization and that personalization. You just lose it once you start getting too big.
Agreed. Yeah, and I think you guys are definitely, like you said, you're focusing on the quality of home and you know, doing, like you said, Dirk, 6 to 8 a year. It gives you a chance to really truly be hands-on and help those people through that entire process too. So
well, and one cannot take a referral too lightly either, you know, which it just, like you said before, you mentioned a referral. I mean, if somebody's going to refer your business, you cannot take that lightly, because that person's trusting you to do a good job for them.
Definitely. Yeah, 100%. I'd love to touch on a little bit too. Obviously, this virus is affecting everybody. Tell us a little bit more about how you guys have kind of handled this from a business standpoint, and you know what you guys are doing, obviously moving forward until we figure this thing out. Right? Hopefully, it's only a couple weeks away, but you know, we'll see where it ends up.
Well, Drew, I am very prepared to show you that I am ready. I am prepared. I'm all there. Okay. So we are protecting and cleaning and doing our job throughout this whole very unsettling times. But I'll clean my hands after this conversation. So.
Well, even with the PPE equipment that we have, we are doing a lot more Zoom meetings with homeowners, and we can share screens and we can show them their cost breakdown that Dirk was referring to before, and that's helped tremendously as well, so people don't have to come in and feel worried about contracting anything.
Well, we mentioned custom homes too, so you know, that's a process in itself to get a design put together that to fit somebody's lifestyle. That's truly what we're trying to do. So it's actually, I find it very convenient to use Zoom, because on one screen I can show the plan, they can see it, I can make mock-ups on it, and so there's no wasted time. You know, we're being very, very productive, and I never would have thought that about a Zoom meeting before.
I know, and that's, I mean, I know we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, you know, kind of before we jumped on the call, but, you know, I think that's also, I think, a testament to just your guys' business and mentality as well, too. I think there's certain businesses that have been crippled by this, and certain businesses that, you know, are able to adapt and change and, you know, sometimes maybe even find better efficiencies in what they're doing. And I think that's something, too, that you guys are continuing to do, which is absolutely phenomenal. Very cool. Well, I appreciate your guys' time very much so, and giving us insight into you and obviously in Cobblestone and things like that. So we'll wrap up here in just a minute, but I'd love to give you guys an opportunity just to kind of end with any final words about you or Cobblestone in general.
Well, again, a family business, 30 years since its inception. We're going on our 31st year now, so we're not the new kid on the block. We definitely take a great care and concern, I guess, as I said earlier, about a referral and about our customers and producing a very high caliber product. Yeah, that's just bottom line. We want to build the best we can build, because we understand that people are again investing huge amounts of money and trusting us to do the right thing.
And we do different advertising too. We are on a show on Saturday mornings. We have a segment on a, if I may say, builder showcase, so people can see Dirk and I again in person to understand who we are. And we try to educate the people. It's called Talking Construction, and we talk about the different products that we use, and we're always using elevated products because that home is yours forever. And we are touching base on the today and tomorrow home, which we have some segments on Builder Showcase and on YouTube and on our website that you can see what we mean by that. Because today, with that dollar price of those homes being so high, you want to make sure that you can stay in that home for a lifetime.
Yeah, if I may just touch very briefly on the today and tomorrow, because it is a unique concept. Yeah. So, people buy a home, and the today and tomorrow home focuses on buy today, living it throughout your life. In other words, we're putting in zero clearance entries to the home. So there, in case somebody would have a wheelchair in the future or a walker, that doesn't become an encumbrance with steps getting into the house. Wider doorways, wider hallways, level entrance showers, just to name a few things, wider staircases.
Yeah.
If there's a two-story involved or even a basement stairs. So just so that you're, what do I usually hear? People say, well, I live in a two-story and I can't anymore. I can't get up the stairs. So they want to get into a ranch. And why? Because they need that accessibility on one floor, but then we embellish upon that and again, do the things that I just mentioned.
Definitely. Really cool. Well, Dirk, Stevie, once again, I appreciate your guys' time today. Appreciate how awesome you guys have been to partner with Milwaukee Real Producers, and look forward to the next year plus of your partnership. And we will see you guys at the next event. I'm in the plans of planning that one. So
I'm ready.
Once they...
I am ready. Okay. So bring it on. I'm there.
I gotta tell you, at this point in time, as soon as if they even tell us we gotta wear masks, like I want to throw our next event, because I think everybody
just gotta stick a straw through the front somehow, right?
Just to have your drink, right? Very cool. Awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate your time today. I hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of your week here, and we will definitely connect soon.
Thanks,
okay, well,
Drew.
thank you for the opportunity to share a little bit about us.
Thanks, Drew.
Thank you.
Definitely. Thanks.